That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns. Into something big.
Jahan, 180. 950. Quaker Omaha.
On second down now, it's Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Gun.
Exit.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first and 10, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7-7, our score after one.
You got four. You got four. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 99. Check 99.
Check 30.
Now Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Jump out. WK1, 132 fighter.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Give me that ball.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers going up top. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. The 30. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Here's Cousins. And Matthews makes the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Yellow. Hey, Haywood. Son. Mike 50. We got to leave it. Bring up 48.
Cousins on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47th, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Let's put that team on the book. Kill.
Get 300. Get 300.
54's Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got you, son.
Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Easy.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Rodgers again now. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch out.
Again, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Steamer.
To throw is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's easy.
Max 50. Rip left.
Hey, wahoo.
3rd and long for Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on second and 10. Rodgers, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
88. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throw right.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Inside.
Mike, 54.
Hey, seam 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch QB.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
54. Mike, 54. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 54.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Zoom, zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Pushing tacklers aside, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Cook. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, orbit.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Quaker on the hop. Hey, can't.
Light 51.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Sidesteps him at the 35. Cook able to escape. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
40's Mike. Switch up. Mike's.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers looking to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Gun.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Hey, yo.
It's 50. Mike's 50.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.